with all that being said, I said before, I feel like BK's got his hand in this offense. I have faith in this offense. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be serviceable, if not better than serviceable, no matter what. So let's flip over to the defensive side of the ball because that's where um, LSU fans, I'm sure, had some serious frustrations last year
A
with the
lot of
defense.
heartburn.
And yeah, man, I'm sure. Hey, I'm sure there's nothing more frustrating as a college football fan than a discombobulated, disorganized defense. And it
Yeah.
was a perfect storm. That secondary, they looked like kids running around on the playground last year, and it was just a mix and match, mosh podge of guys from all over the place, transfers, and so this year, Blake Baker comes over from Missouri. He's going to be taking over as the DC. What can fans expect, and what have you heard, and what's better about this defense, in your opinion, this year versus what we've seen last year and in the past?
With Blake Baker's defense, right? His defense is a multiple type defense, right? So he likes to run a 3-4, a 4-2-5, right? He has a multiple attacking defense, right? So he likes to blitz a whole lot. He likes to attack, and so I'm excited, man, because like I said, over the last 2 or 3 years, LSU's the defensive secondary, but this is the defense in general. Last year played at an all-time low, right? So I'm
Yeah.
excited for Blake Baker. I'm just excited for what he was able to do 1 year at linebackers coach, and now he has control over the total defense. We brought in guys like Bo Davis, who look up the guys that he's put in the pros, right? When he was at Alabama, and then when he went to Texas, right? Quentin Williams, those type of guys, right? We brought in a guy named Peoples. I keep forgetting his name, but he's going to be coaching the D line. He's a stud. We brought back Corey Raymond, the Godfather, the DBU from Florida, right? And if you look at the recruiting, look at some of the cornerbacks that's coming to visit LSU, right? And so it's all coming together, a perfect
Yeah.
storm. So I'm excited, man. I'm not expecting LSU to like go from because we was like 109th in total defense last year, right? I'm not expecting us to be
Yeah.
like top 10, but I do think we're going to be top 25 because Blake Baker was able to bring Missouri from the bottom of the barrel to a top 25 defense, and LSU. No shade to Missouri fans at all. I'm not talking crap to Missouri fans, but LSU historically gets better recruits on the defensive side of the ball than Missouri. And so I firmly believe that
Yeah.
this defense is going to be a top 25 defense by the end of the season next year. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We just got to figure out this Harold Perkins thing because some people are saying Harold Perkins wants to play inside, and some people are saying that he belongs outside. I believe he should play outside because he's small, right? He's about 6'1", 6 foot, and about 120 pounds. I think he can get to 240 in the pros, but his speed, his elusiveness, his flexibility, that's better for him on the outside because he can get around those big tackles. You know what I mean? It's all about being able to bend and get in the backfield. But playing in the inside, if you look at some of the game film from last year when he tried to play in the inside versus Florida State, man, he got manhandled in the inside, right? Because he's not a big kid, but BK saying he going back inside. I think he should be outside. But hey, I don't get paid. I don't have a 10-year contract getting paid $10 million a year like Brian Kelly. So what? I'm just a fan, right? So
I do have some concern about the defensive line. There's been a lot of talent, a lot of attrition coming out.
yeah,
Who do you see stepping up as a playmaker on the interior of the defensive line?
you're right, man. So Mason Smith should have never went to the pros.
Right.
The dude should have stayed, but money talks. Uh, Honestly, man, we got it's a guy named Sean Washington that came from Mississippi CC, right? That kid's huge. He's like 308 pounds, right? He's gonna play right away. They moved the offensive lineman over to the defensive side of the ball, defensive tackle, because they're thin there. But we got Dominique McKinley, right, coming from high school, right? He was a long-term LSU, Texas A&M commit. We flipped him, right? He's right there from Lafayette, Louisiana. And so he's a freshman. He's going to be coming in a freshman, but the kid's already like 6'5", 280. The question is whether or not he's going to be strong enough to hold up in the middle of the defense, because LSU is going to be going to a 3-4, 3-5 defense, right? And like he's going to be required to play a 2 technique or maybe even a 3 technique, but he's going to play right away because, like you said, we're thin there. But the transfer portal opens up again, I think, in a few days, right? So I'm pretty sure LSU is going to probably trying to hop back in there again and see if they can get some more bodies, maybe not starter quality players, but just some guys that they can rotate in and have some depth there because the season's going to be a long season. There's no more divisions, obviously. So, you got to play damn near everybody in the SEC. So, but yeah, that's definitely a position of need. Obviously, cornerback, we got some guys, right? We got some transfer guys that came in from Ohio State. You got J.K. Johnson. You got another kid. I forget his name, but they're transfers from Ohio State. And then you got some guys that's still on the roster like Stamps, Sage Ryan. You got some guys at safety. We got Jaredine Gilbert from Texas A&M and a few other guys. But we just got to be able to put it together, honestly, man, because LSU has not been DBU in like 4 years. So we just got to be able to put it all together. But we got some guys there. Just got to see what they got there.